You know, I was going to do this UFC 282 breakdown video, but I can't find my wallet, but I think it got robbed like all the other fighters did on this card. Welcome back to the channel. UFC 282 main event done. I'm going to be talking about just the main event. Video out on Monday talking about the rest of the card. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy this. Please subscribe, like, whatever, share, and enjoy. Lots of questions involving this main event. I'm going to put the judges' scorecards on there, but the overall consensus is that Jan won round 1, 2, and 3, or won round 1 and 2, and then Magomed won the third. And there's some heavy debate if Magomed even got a 10-8 in that last round. Let me break it down for you. Round 1, slow round. It reminded me of the Petr Yan Aljamain Sterling fight, where really what mattered most was the leg kicks and the volume. No one really landed anything significant, and in my opinion, that's why you give the first round to Yan. Magomed, I said in my breakdown, is a guy that kind of gets into the habit of not throwing. You've seen a lot of his lackluster performances where he kind of just sits back, lays back, relaxes. He can't do that in a close fight, and that's why I think he won round 1. Round 2, this was a big round for Yan. Yan's leg kicks are working, brutalizes Magomed's legs. Magomed's lead right leg is not working. He has to go to that orthodox stance, and from there, Yan wisely then attacks the other leg, and in round 3, both legs are gone. I mean, both legs he's just switching back and forth, basically hopping on one leg. That's why I think a lot of people give 1, 2, and 3 to Yan. I think 3 was close near the end because Magomed was doing good at the end, and round 1 was also close as well. But rounds 4 and 5, clear rounds for Magomed. Cannot give it any other way. 4, clear dominance, 10-9. But the 5th round, a lot of people were giving him 10-8. I actually think the 10-8 is fair. I mean, when you look at what a 10-8 round is supposed to be, you're supposed to give a 10-8 round when someone is almost finished or near finished. I mean, there were some parts in that round where Yan was getting absolutely battered. He was dominated basically from the beginning of the round. I think he basically had like 4 minutes and 50 seconds of ground control, had brutal ground and pound, and the referee was getting a little close, looking if he should stop the fight. So when I scored the fight, I had it 48-47 Yan. But I said to myself, look, I could see if a judge gives one of those first 3 rounds to Magomed, I won't be upset. Hey, like, it was a super close fight, and maybe on rewatch I'll agree. But I didn't even think about a 10-8 round, and a 10-8 round is very fair, so I'm not even going to complain about the 10-8 round. It being a draw, I have no problems with. Yan, though, says after the fight that he thinks he lost the fight.
You give the belt, Uncle Ayer, you know. You think he should get the belt. I agree.
And Magomed is very upset. I mean, he said that he doesn't even want to fight for the UFC anymore. He's pulling a Petr Yan on us. I mean, in all seriousness, Magomed, what you think you're going to pull off here? You think the UFC is going to shut down shop because you're not fighting for the title?
No, you moron.
But with that, I think a lot of people feel Magomed got robbed. And I think this is going to be one of those fights where when you rewatch it, you're going to realize how close this fight actually is, because those last 2 rounds were so dominant, and that's the last thing you remember, right? But when you watch the whole fight and pay attention, you'll see that the fight is super, super close. But what's next for the light heavyweight division? We still don't have a champion. Yuri is still out for probably over a year. Who's next? Dana might actually have given us an answer. So Dana said at the press conference that he wants to make Glover and Jamahal, and not only that he wanted to make it, pretty much made it sound like a done deal. This is for next month in Brazil. Obviously, Glover, if you recall, wanted to fight Magomed in Brazil to have extra time to prepare for him. I mean, there's a hurdle with this fight because Jamahal Hill was scheduled to fight Anthony Smith in late March. I don't know how much contractual stuff is going on with that fight, if contracts were even signed, but I know it was not made official by the UFC. For me, I'm assuming that means the fight was not signed. There was no contract signed. And Glover's ranked number 2. Jamal's ranked number 7. Really doesn't deserve the title shot, but the kid is definitely one of the bigger stars in the light heavyweight division. He's a guy that has spectacular knockouts. It's hard. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. And now, what do you do with Yan Magomed? Do you run it back? Seems like to me the UFC is not interested in running this thing back. I mean, I think if they were, they would say, hey, let's just run this back for the title. So for me, this seems just to me that this is like, hey, we're not running this back. I don't know what the next move for Magomed is. Magomed seems very upset. I don't know if he'll actually leave the UFC. Doubt it, but, you know, he seems very upset. Yan, I don't know what the next move for him is, honestly. He's getting up there in age. Does he retire after this? I don't think he should retire. He had a very good performance, honestly. Super close fight. A lot of people wrote him off. I said from the beginning, the lines were juiced. I don't know who decided to make Magomed a minus 345 favorite. Oh my god, you know what I was just thinking? What if Glover wins the belt and immediately retires in Brazil? And then the belt just goes vacant again. Bro, this belt would be like coronavirus, bro. Everyone just passing this thing off to the next one, being like, I don't want this thing. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for Monday, making a video about the whole Patty situation. Who do I think won? Well, you know who I think won. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, subscribe. I'm working hard on this video. I actually had to re-record this video, sadly. It is 4 a.m. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.